Hello, my name is Stephen. I want to tell you a story about my life. I was sitting in my house watching the TV. I love to watch TV. I watched TV from the morning I woke up until I had to sleep. I was obsessed with TV. Whenever anyone come over, they watched it too. It was Friday, so my favourite show was on the TV tonight, Pleasing the Devil. In this show, the devil would come to people's houses and trick them into doing things for him. If they did what the devil told them, they went to hell and be lost forever. I know spirits are real, but I knew this was bullcrap. But it was fun as I loved anything to do with spirits and ghosts, demons and devils. I was waiting on my show to come on, and then I heard the phone ring. Who could that be, I thought. No one rings on a Friday when my favourite TV show is on. I picked up the phone anyways. Hello. Who is this, I asked. Hello, Stephen. This is John. What are you doing today? John was my closest friend, but he knew not to ring me on a Friday with my favourite show on TV being on. John, I'm trying to watch TV and you're ringing me. Please stop. Then John said, I know I shouldn't ring you, but I've been watching Pleasing the Devil the last few weeks and want to watch this one with you. I love it. I thought to myself for a second, this is great. I can watch TV with John and we can both enjoy the TV together. Then I said, John, you better not keep talking, Jordan, because I want to hear it. John was cool with that. He said, be there at 7, I'll bring food. Thanks, John, I'll be waiting. I hung up the phone and walked over to the TV, and as soon as I sat down, I heard 3 knocks at the door. I thought to myself, what now? I'm trying to watch TV. Who the heck's that? I got up, walked to the door, and opened it. But when I looked outside, there was nobody there. Strange. Must be little kids knocking and running away. Little devils. I'm trying to watch TV. I shut the door. I must get back to the TV. There's only an hour left until John comes round and my show's on. I always watch the news on the TV before my show on a Friday. The newsman said a man had drove off the road and into a petrol station, trying to move out of the way of a deer. I thought to myself, that idiot was dead. I thought that people were allowed to knock them over if it's too dangerous to turn away from them. I thought to myself, I'm glad I'm in this house and not out there like him, the poor soul. The sport come on and I turned it off as I couldn't watch the sport as I didn't like it. I decided to go for a smoke break at my window, seeing as it was only 10 minutes until John gets here. I opened the window, took out a smoke and lit it up. As I was standing there looking out, I looked at the bushes that were in front of my neighbour's garden. I could see something moving. I stood there for a second, examining what it could be. A cat? Or the neighbour's dog maybe? Then all of a sudden, 3 loud knocks. Again! A knock at the door again, I said. Oh crap, that must be John. Just in time. And I ran to the door and opened it. I said, John, you made it. John wasn't there. It was them bloody kids again. I closed the door and I sat down on the chair and there was 2 minutes left. I said to myself, come on, the devil won't be killing you, but I will if you don't make it here in time. And at that exact moment, the doorbell rang. I thought to myself, damn, the kids discovered the doorbell finally. I walked to the door, gave a sigh, and opened the door. Finally, it's you, John. Kids keep coming and knocking on my door. Bloody kids, me. That's what they do, the little messers. John took out all the munchies and we sat down. 1 minute left to go. John asked me, how was your day? See anything strange today? I told John about the kids again. That I saw a man in the news that crashed into the petrol station after trying to avoid the deer. John just laughed. I had to wait for the crash to move. I don't mind him. He was an a-hole anyways. He knew he was an evil man and had it coming to him in many ways. That made me feel better about that situation. John asked me to pause the TV as he needed to use the restroom. I paused it and waited on John. Come on, John, the show's starting now. John shouted back. I heard it's going to be 10 minutes late because there's 2 minutes silence for the man at the petrol station. I couldn't believe it. They didn't even know that idiot and I just wanted to watch my favourite show. The first time I ever turned the TV off was that day. This was really annoying me, as I had watched the show every week at the exact same time, starting and finish time of every episode, and some idiot moved out of the way of it there, ruined my show. I turned the TV back on. The channel was silent. John, where are you? Get out here now. John, I mean it. This is a joke. I need to watch the show. I heard the door open upstairs. John, I was getting anxious as I needed to see the show. I walked up the stairs, looked in the bathroom. John, where are you? John was nowhere to be seen. What the heck is going on, I thought. The petrol station? Kids knocking at the door? John being a magician? What the hell is going on? I called John again and again. John! John! I walked into my room and seen my window was open, which I never opened because all the spiders would be able to get in. Just as I was about to close it, a crow was flying around the room. Ah! Get out! I screamed, waved my hands in my face. As it flew out the window, I ran over and slammed the window shut fast and hard. I sat on the floor and said, "That was crazy." I thought John must have jumped out the window. What the hell is wrong with him? I need to ring him. Then I ran down the stairs as fast as I could. When I got to the bottom, I seen a note. To Stephen. I was in the toilet downstairs. I had to leave. My daughter rang me and she had locked out. I need to go and open the door and I will be back. John never uses the bottom bathroom. That a-hole. I'm watching this show without him, I said to myself. I turned it back on and restarted it from the start. The credits came, which is started the show. Oh, what I love to see on a Friday night. Then out of nowhere, blank screen. No. Why is this channel not working? I'm missing out on everything. I then thought the satellite dish must be broke because there's no stations coming up. I walked outside, looked, and seen that the satellite dish had not been touched, and then I heard the TV again. I thought to myself, oh, that TV is acting up, but I'll fix it after I watch my program, if that's not working again. I looked down my driveway, and there I seen John walking up. Ah, you're back, John. Yes, I should have told you, but I needed to run. That's why I left the note. Okay, I said, is there anything else you need to do before we actually watch this, even if it's still on? Oh yeah, there is one thing I need to do. Let's head inside. We walked in and then John looked at me and said, could you sign this form for me? I asked, what is this form for? It's for to say you're my next of kin if anything ever happened to me, John said. I thought strange, but he is my best friend, and if anything ever happened to him, I'd want to know. He was my best friend, but he does have his daughter. John then said to me, I have my daughter, but she is happily married and just wants to be with her husband and little family. But I don't want to put pressure on her while she has her family. Not like me, who had none. I understand, John. We have been friends for years. Yes, John, I will sign it. You're my best friend and I know how your situation is. Hand me that form. John gave me the form. I glanced through it, looked. Okay, I'll sign it, I said. I looked at John and he said, you ready? Yes, I'm ready, I said. Let's eat and watch the rest of the show. We sat down. There was only 10 minutes left until it was over. Damn, you're lucky you're my best friend, I thought to myself. I switched it on and yes, what a surprise. The telly was blank again. John turned and said, I know what's wrong with the satellite. It's not working. It happened to me last week. I had to get up and fix it. I would fix it after I used the bathroom. Okay, I'll wait here. Hurry up. It's nearly over. And John ran up the stairs. I sighed and just thought, damn it. Then suddenly, I heard a knock on the door again. 3 knocks, them little kids missing. Can't ever leave me alone. I ran to the door and opened it. And it was what I expected. Wait, no. A murder of crows just sitting in my driveway? I tried to walk towards them, then all of a sudden they all flew in my face and I waved all my hands around to get them away as fast as I could. Then all of a sudden, I heard the telly come on, and then the flows just suddenly flew off. I walked in and shut the door. I shouted up, "John, TV is back working." But when I turned to look at the telly, I could see my house on TV. Some chills ran through my body. I was scared as hell. I was very suspicious. I thought, what the heck is going on here? As I was walking over to the telly, then all of a sudden, the lights went off. The whole room went dark. I looked at the TV and there I could see myself staring into the same TV. I gasped, "Oh my, what's happening? This is really getting scary now. Where the hell is John?" I looked around the TV frantically. "Where are you, John? Where are you?" Then the camera switched to the bathroom door upstairs. It was closed. I was sweating by now, and I'd never been so afraid in my life. Then slowly the door opened. I froze still. "What is that, John?" I looked closely at the dark room, and then suddenly red eyes come up in the dark. "Ah!" I screamed and ran towards the door. The door was locked. I lost it, ran to the kitchen, got a knife, and sat down with the knife out shaking. "Stephen! Stephen!" Oh no, whatever that is, it's calling my name, and it's coming this way. I could hear each step as whatever that was coming down the stairs, slowly, one step by one. I held the knife real tight. I start bleeding. I didn't even notice I was so frightened. I could then hear nothing, and then decided to look over the counter. And when I looked, I got the biggest fright of my life. I shouldn't have looked, because in front of me I could see a 7-foot red figure. He had horns. And then I thought to myself, no, it can't be. Then I looked and the creature said this: "It's your time. Your time is up. You are now coming with me." I looked. I couldn't even move. I was afraid and shocked to see the actual devil in front of my eyes. But then he said, "You made this mistake 20 years ago. John had died on his way here, and you thought he was here. You signed the form to serve me and give your rights over to me. You really never should believe the devil. You are mine forever and will never get back." I then realised in that moment that my friend was gone. I've been stuck in the vicious cycle for 20 years now and just keep reliving this day over and over again. I'm just a toy, nothing else. I will never be free. Then crying, I asked, "Please let me go. Please, I served you well. I can't keep doing this, and I've been through enough torture." But then he gave me a stare that looked right through my soul. He put his hand on my neck and squeezed it until my eyes bulged and took me into the dark, bottomless pit. Everything I knew was a lie. It was over. Remember me. Remember my story. Share my story, or you might be next. I'm pleasing the devil. If you like this story and want to listen to more stories, like and subscribe for more.